Hi everybody, welcome. On the 23rd, 24th of November, we've got a full moon at 0 degrees and 52 minutes of Gemini. So we've got a lot of planets at this time in mutable signs. 6 out of 10 are in mutable signs. The mutable signs: Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces and Virgo. These signs are all about learning how to adapt to change, to be flexible. And at the time of this full moon, we've got a T-square between Sun and Jupiter opposite the moon and Mars going on, again in these mutable signs. So you may find, because Mars is in Pisces, you may find yourself getting impatient with certain changes. And it's kind of a natural thing as well, and it could be changes to do with technology. I don't know about you, but it drives me nuts when Skype decides to bring out a new version and nothing seems to work, or Gmail brings out a new enhanced look that doesn't look in the least bit enhanced to me, and is a pain in the bottom, because I've got to get used to something new. Then something was working. Why did they have to change it? So you may have some technological challenges. And possibly with Mars in Pisces, you may find that it's difficult to get a handle on them, because Mars in Pisces sort of avoids being direct, sort of goes around the houses a little bit. So your patience may be tested. It also may be tested in relation to communications with people. They may say one thing and do another thing, and you're left there going, what on earth was that about? Or arrangements will have to change. So your plans, try to have reasonably flexible plans and be ready to change them if necessary, so that you don't run into that square energy with the Mars, that if you're too fixed, then you may find then a lot of things break apart, rather than if you just go with it and say, okay, somebody's cancelled on me today, let's let it go. So we've got Sun and Jupiter in Sagittarius together opposite this full moon. This is an opportunity to have a little bit of an adventure. Maybe to take a little bit of a risk. I did that the other night. I was at a new gym. It was sort of in a far out place, and I didn't particularly want to get the bus back, because the Greek buses are not brilliant late at night. So I saw this young man just about to depart on his motorbike outside the gym, and I said to him, can I have a lift with you? Would you take me to the tram? He said, oh, certainly. So I hopped on this very big bike and held on to him very tight, because he did go a bit fast, I have to say. In no time there I was at the tram. We had a lovely chat on the way. So what adventure could you have? Where could you just, step out and bring a little more spice into your life? So Mercury and Jupiter are together. Now Mercury, already in its way in Sagittarius, is already pretty blunt. And if you add Jupiter to it, which is the planet of magnification, makes it bigger. So there is a tendency here possibly to be even blunter and even more direct. So you may find that from people. You may find that you're going over the top, and you may find that you just need a period of silence, a period of quiet, because your mind may be really in overdrive. Now, if you've got a project or you've got something creative to do, fabulous. You can have loads of ideas. This is wonderful for having lots of ideas, for coming up with interesting things that you could learn and do and study and share, that are inspiring and motivating. But equally, it's going to be important to get that balance between being very busy in your mind and then finding some emptiness if you can. So for me, I've gone around for the last few days practicing silence when I'm out, just to balance the extreme. Of course, I know a lot of people where I live, and so it's been an interesting experience when I've just said, you know, what have people's reactions been? Well, it's actually been wonderful because I've been able to speak with my eyes. People have had to look at me. With my heart. Often people have just come up and given me a hug. But it's been a different experience of communication. So this full moon may offer you an opportunity to communicate in a new and different way. Gemini rules the arms, making gestures, making things, doing things with your hands. All good for those kinds of things at this time of this full moon. So I've got a painting for you, which I created, which I hope you like. I so enjoy making these paintings, it's so much fun. So again, using the hands to express something and to share it. And again, I want to use my hands because so many of you have asked for this. I've written a piece for this lovely full moon in Gemini. Gemini, I always feel, has a certain lightness to it. So this piece, I hope you will find light and uplifting. I'm in the process of creating an album of all the different moons, and I'll let you know when I'm ready to release that. In the meantime, enjoy this piano piece. Looking forward to your feedback and your comments. Thank you.